What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sober No Days Off DFS here to bring you guys some prop plays for today's Thursday night football action and the one game WNBA game that we have today. If you guys are new here, as always, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the content I put out over here on the channel. It's free. The way you support, just hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss anything that I put out over here. And you can use the affiliation links that I got down in the description below to go ahead and get you guys some deposit match bonuses over on Prizepicks, DraftKings, whatever site you want to play on. Definitely check those links down in the description below. Now, I'm gonna be real honest. Yesterday, I got my teeth kicked in on props just across the board. Was not a good day yesterday. The game, of course, that I was very heavy on in the Indiana Fever and the Las Vegas Aces. It just wasn't what I was expected. The game of the night was, of course, the last game with the Storm taking on the Storm taking on the Sparks. That actually was a good game. The starters actually played a really good run over there for the Sparks. They were out there majority of the game, so was kind of shocked that that game even went to what it went to, pretty much down to the wire. Right there, down to the last 2 minutes in that game before it was finally decided who was going to win. But very much a very close game over there. The Sparks, I give it to them. They definitely, held their heads high and went out there, had a great game. Rakia Jackson just looking good out there. She killed it. Azurá Stevens, she had an amazing game as well. But hey, sometimes you win some, you lose some, and today we're just going to bounce right back. I have already put out a list of my favorite prop plays, especially for the NFL, up on the Patreon. If you guys are looking for that, check the link down description below. It is only $5. I promise you, you will make your money back within your first week. With that being said, for the free plays, we're going to go ahead. We're going to start. So we've already seen this Dallas Wings taking on the New York Liberty earlier this week, 2 days ago, literally. There's not too many plays up here on the board that I am jumping to want to go ahead and get to and play again. Of course, we know typically when teams, the back-to-back, things like that, they play going up against each other once and they play again. Stuff normally changes the second time around that they play. I will say I am going to just go straight to the same plays that I played because every play that I played the last time in this matchup were 100% hit rate. If not 180% hit rate. I'm going to go right back to him because everything that we had in this game actually hit. Breanna Stewart, her 5.5 free throws made. I'm going to go right back to that. Breanna Stewart, 16.5 field goals attempted. I'm going to go right back to that as well. If Dallas can keep this at least somewhat close, those two definitely should be able to hit. Stewie just was on fire, killed it. Didn't even look back in regards to going out there scoring. If they ever give us Courtney Vandersloot, her assist line, I do like that. Definitely love Sabrina, 4.5 assists. Love that one right there. Same thing for Satu, 3.5 assists. Both of them have cleared these in every game that they play going up against each other. Love taking both of those right there again for them. Definitely something you could pair up with some of the regular NFL plays. And if we get some more college football discount plays, of course, right now we do have a discount over here for if it wants to actually load. For the NFL, over there on the NFL tab, they have the Caleb Williams for his 0.5 passing yards. So you can definitely pair that up over there if you're still looking for a pair. So you definitely go ahead and check that out. Again, another great bankroll builder. You go ahead, you pair that up with something that is definitely going to cash. Best way to build up your bankroll, unless you be able to take those swings later on in the day, in the week, or whenever it is that you decide that you want to go ahead and do that. But still, looking over here at the WNBA, I'm not really going to mess with any of the points. I know Rike, she's looked very good in her last several games. You definitely can go ahead and mess with that. I don't mind coming in if they actually give us a Goblin for her. I would take the Goblin. Again, as always, we attack New York typically through the guards. In Enrique, we already know she's still going to go out there and shoot. As we've seen, they are a little bit messed with the rotations over here for the New York. Not for New York, for the Dallas Wings, but we still can expect the big three to be out there and balling out there on the court, and that would be Enrique, Nat, and for Sabrina. Seems like they were very much mixing in the young players, and depending on how they play, Big T, she wasn't really out there. She played somewhat of a similar rotation to what she would normally play, but typically what she has played going up against the New York Liberty. So really just going to stick with those strong plays that I really do like, that I feel like they have the upside that we can actually go to over here in this game. Again, I'm not going to be forcing anything at all from this game just because we have seen it just recently. These assist props, the Goblins for both Sabrina and Satu. And then if I want to take some regulars, it will be Breanna Stewart, field goals made, and also her free throws made. Those two will be what I would look to. And then if they give us if they give us Satu's 2.5 turnovers again, she's cleared that in every game that she's played going up against New York as well. That'd be another one that you can actually consider and go to on the day. Heading over here to the NFL tab, I'm going to go over the first quarter props, some of the stuff that stood out to me that I actually did like. Granted, there's nothing up here yet that I truly did like. I don't mind taking a stab at the Tyreek Hill for over the 15 first quarter receiving yards. Hill, long as he the only thing is going against Buffalo, the defense that they play, it kind of dictates that this should be a Waddle game, just for the way they've held Tyreek Hill pretty much down every single time that he's played going up against them. So that's the only thing that I worry about when it comes down to even considering looking at Tyreek Hill today. But of course, he's a speedster. We know that he's going to be one of the main targets between him and Waddle. I was hoping that we would get Waddle up here. That's really what I'm looking for this first quarter receiving yards, but it doesn't seem like we're going to get that. So unfortunately, I'm just going to have to go ahead and bypass that. Over here, right now, the way that everything is set up, Vegas is expecting for Miami to win this game. That means Buffalo should be trailing. Buffalo should definitely be having a pass out here. I don't mind coming out here taking the Josh Allen over 199.5 passing yards. He cleared that in the first game on the season. I know he doesn't have the same weapons that he had last season. Of course, he lost Diggs, lost Gabe Davis, so on and so forth. But you do have some decent receivers out there still on the field, especially at the tight end position, which is a spot that you can actually attack Miami at, which I do like Kincaid here. I don't mind taking Kincaid if we go ahead and take the alt line, the 24.5. Definitely something that he can hit. He only got a couple of receptions in that last game, really didn't convert anything. I do like going right back to him. And also Dawson Knox, who's down here. You can definitely mess with that demon play, but that 13.5, he cleared it in the first game. He got, I think, 2 receptions in that game, got one of them, and cleared it with 23 receiving yards. So definitely upside. But the main play that I really do like that I wouldn't mind pairing up with Josh Allen for the receiving yards, that's going to be James Cook. We know he's a pretty good pass catching back. We've seen it in all his time that he's been in the league. First game on the season going up against Arizona, 32 receiving yards. If we are expecting for this to be the kind of grounded out game and for the Buffalo Bills to be behind, that means that they're going to have to pass. They're not going to rely too much on that rush. James Cook, I do see him being another receiving threat out there just for the fact that he actually can catch passes. Looks very good doing it. That 18.5 seems like that's such an easy line for him to be able to go out here and crush and go over. Love that as one of my main plays and staples that I want to get to and go to on the day. Now, speaking of receiving yards, looking at it on the other side, Tyreek Hill, that 95.5. I understand Vendetta, feeling like wanting to go at it at the world, was recently arrested, but the history, I cannot ignore that. I cannot ignore the history. I do feel like this matchup will favor Waddle. And of course, I like the regular line at a 67.5, but we can dilute it, come down here to the 39.5, or we can take that 49.5. Either one of these. Now, the running back position currently right now for the Miami Dolphins is banged up. Right now, A-Chain is game time decision. I fully do expect for him to play. Didn't see him in some of the videos and stuff that I saw with a non-contact jersey or anything like that. Looks like he was participating in practice. Of course, what the media and everyone has access to is completely different from the actual game plan. We thought the same thing with Christian McCaffrey going into the game for the 49ers recently, and then McCaffrey was ruled out. So definitely want to pay attention to that. But if they are going to be down 2 of their running backs, then definitely we could see Tua having to do quite a bit more in regards to passing. So I really do like Waddle just for the upside that he has actually in this matchup. And like I said, everything is pointing to Waddle being this is a Waddle type game for him to actually catch those passes. Now, another thing that has cleared in a very good hit rate in regards to it is Tua Tagovailoa to go over. This was originally at 4.5 when I had posted this up on the Patreon, but the 5.5, I'll still take that. That's just a couple more yards. Definitely could be a scramble in case all the receivers downfield they're covered or anything like that. As we've seen in that first game going against Jacksonville, he went out there, he rushed for 11 rushing yards. And if you guys didn't watch the game that the Bills just played, there was a little gerbil out there on the field, and he was running all over the place. Now I know that is Kyler Murray's typical reaction whenever he is out there on the field. Tends to scramble quite a bit, but Tua, he's lost some weight. He looks a bit more nimble coming into it this season, and at 5.5 rushing yards, that's just screaming play me. I definitely do like that as one of my more favorable plays that we can actually get to on today. I could see just pairing this one up, the Tua rushing yards, and pairing that up with the Cooks 18.5 receiving yards, or the Dawson Knox receiving yards down here as well. Both of those plays should be smash plays that we can actually go to. Some of the plays that we can get to, these right here are going to be more GPP or leans for me. A-Chain for the 0.5 rushing and receiving touchdowns. If he is in the game, he's playing, typically if they do get down to the goal line, he can catch some passes down there, or he can rush it in, especially considering that he should be the main back if he is in, unless he is going to be limited or a specific in regards to his snap count. If you feel like And this is an upside play you can take if A-Chain might be ruled out, because right now they have it as a demon play. But Jeff Wilson, just as good of a back. I don't know if you guys remember him when he was over on the 49ers, but he's good. He's not as fast, but he is still a good back that can definitely chunk the yards. Bills, they were giving it up last week on the ground. And this could definitely be one of those spots where we can see Jeff Wilson go out here and run one in as well, especially if A-Chain is limited or if he is going to be out. Definitely be one I would take in a flex 5, flex 6, just to get some upside. Outside of that, Tyreek Hill, his 0.5 rushing receiving touchdown. If we think that Hill's going to be on a tear, it's Tyreek Hill. He definitely can find his way to get into the end zone. But again, I just feel like the upside is definitely there for Waddle today. I'm not necessarily looking at Waddle for a rusher receiving touchdown. I really do actually like Josh Allen. We know if they're going to be in this game and Allen doesn't have the exact same weapons like what he's had before, we know if they get down into that red zone and he can scramble for it, Josh Allen's going to scramble for it. I like the fact that it's not actually a demon or a goblin right now, and we can actually just get some value on this and get it as a regular line. I do like the upside for him to at least go ahead and rush one of those in. And a nice sneaky thing, well, not even a sneaky thing, but if you look at it, look at the facts, Allen has not lost a game going up against Miami so far in his career that he's played going up against them. Right now, Miami is favored. I kind of like sprinkling some money on the Bills money line on the books, but Josh Allen definitely has some upside right there, especially if we are expecting for the Bills to actually be able to win this game. Josh Allen's going to do what Josh Allen does, and I do like that play right there. That's another one that we can go to and go ahead and just get the value that they're giving us over here, just because it's not a goblin play like it typically would be because it is Josh Allen. Now, if we are expecting this is expected to be a pretty good game in regards to high scoring, back and forth offense. And if it is going to be the case, another lean play that you actually can't go over here and take, that's going to be Josh Allen 2.5 rushing receiving touchdowns, pass rush and receiving touchdowns. I like the fact that we actually are getting that pass, the rush and receiving, because we know Allen, of course, he can run some in, and he definitely has the arm ability to actually go ahead and get a couple of passing touchdowns as well. I do like the upside for that one at 2.5 as another one right there. That's going to be it. That's all I'm going to give you guys for today. The rest of the plays, they already have been posted to Pat. Some other favorite plays that I actually do like on the day. So again, if you guys are looking for any of that stuff, make sure you guys check the link down in the description below. And as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button to support the channel. I do apologize for the low energy in this video, but your boy has been up going on, I think about 40 hours now. Well, not 40 hours yet, but going on about 36 hours I've been up. Worked last night. Had some errands and stuff to do when I got home, got to the house. So I'm actually about to go and crash out for a little bit until my kids get out from school. And I'm going to end this video because I'm rambling. But hopefully you guys got something from it. Support the channel. Good luck to everybody. I'll have some more plays and stuff posted up on the Patreon if you're looking for that. Peace.